Sports is the third album by American rock band Huey Lewis in the News, released in 1983. It reached number 1 on the Billboard 200 on June 30, 1984, and catapulted the band to international fame. The album has been certified 7 Platinum by the RIAA. Sports was ranked number 2 on the Billboard year-end album chart for 1984. The album spawned 4 top 10 hits on the Billboard Hot 100 and a fifth went top 20. Sports did very well internationally, where most of his singles charted in the top 40 or above in multiple countries. The album was self-produced and recorded promptly after the modest breakthrough success of the band's second album, Picture This. However, due to reorganization and internal issues at the band's label, Chrysalis, the band held back the master tapes, choosing to perform at small venues to showcase the new material while the matters were resolved. Once Chrysalis got their affairs in order and agreement in place by the band's management, the master tapes were handed over for production. Sports was finally released in September 1983 and proceeded a slow climb up the charts throughout late 1983 and early 1984. In May 2013, a 2-disc 30th anniversary edition album of Sports was released. The album is now approaching 10 million sales in the US according to the liner notes by Gary Graff in the press release issued prior to release. Track listing: 1999 Expanded Edition. A remastered expanded edition of Sports was released on June 29, 1999, and included the following session takes and live versions of their hit singles as bonus tracks. 30th Anniversary Edition. On May 14, 2013, a 2-disc 30th Anniversary edition of Sports was released, the first disc being a digitally remastered version of the original Sports album. The second disc includes live tracks as follows: singles. The lead single, Heart and Soul, peaked at number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100 singles chart with its accompanying video containing shots of San Francisco and an appearance by soap opera star, Sidney Coleman, who played a blind woman on the soap opera, The Young and the Restless. The album's second release turned out to be the band's second best-selling single. I Want a New Drug peaked at number 6 on the Hot 100 and was certified gold with sales of 1 million copies in 1989. The track was also the center of a lawsuit against artist Ray Parker Jr., who was accused of plagiarizing the song for his 1984 hit, Ghostbusters. The case was eventually settled out of court for an undisclosed sum. The third single from the album continued the band's success as its ode to rock and roll, The Heart of Rock and Roll, peaked at number 6 on the Hot 100. The accompanying video contained black and white footage of the band performing while legendary performers, Chuck Berry, Elvis Presley, Bill Haley and the Comets, Buddy Holly and Little Richard from the early rock era were shown. In June 1984, Sports hit number 1 on the Billboard Albums chart, and the fourth single from the album, If This Is It, was released shortly thereafter, also peaking at number 6 on the Hot 100. The fifth and final single from the album, Walking on a Thin Line, was released in December 1984 and peaked at number 18. Other tracks from the album include, Bad Is Bad, for which the band shot a video but never released as a single, and a cover of Honky Tonk Blues, originally written and performed by Hank Williams. Album cover: the cover art for the album features a photo of the band at the 2 a.m. Club, a popular bar located in Mill Valley, California where the band had performed during its early days. Personnel: Huey Lewis, lead vocals, harmonica, Mario Cipollina, bass, Johnny Collar, guitar, saxophone, backing vocals, Bill Gibson, drums, percussion, backing vocals, Chris Hayes, lead guitar, backing vocals, Sean Hopper, keyboards, backing vocals, additional personnel, John McPhee, pedal steel guitar on Honky Tonk Blues, production, producers, Huey Lewis in the News, 30th Anniversary Reissue producers, Johnny Collar and Huey Lewis in the News, engineers, Jim Gaines, Jeffrey Norman, Jesse Osborne, assistant engineers, Jeffrey Norman, Jesse Osborne, mixing, Larry Alexander, Bob Clay Mountain, mastering, Ted Jensen, Bob Voshkian, remastering, Bob Norberg, compilation, Kevin Flaherty, art direction, Sam Gay, Lisa Glines, graphic design, Bunny Zaruba, Design, Bunny Zaruba. Cover photo, Tuam Club in Mill Valley. Charts, year-end charts, singles, certifications. In popular culture, the album is critiqued by the character Patrick Bateman in both the book and film versions of American Psycho by Bret Easton Ellis. In the film, this album is when Bateman considers the band to have really come into their own, commercially and artistically. Lewis himself addressed this usage in a Funny or Die video, in which Lewis mirrors American Psycho in seeking revenge on Weird Al Yankovic for recording I Want a New Duck. The album features in the 2001 episode of Futurama, The Luck of the Foolish. When Ferry opens his Ronco record vault, which has been sealed for 1,000 years, he finds his records have held up okay. Bender replies, except Sports by Huey Lewis. References